Hello everyone, my name is Gray Vanderpaul. I'm the creator and designer of the Evolution series bird products, and today I want to talk about our artificial feet. These are, just like our heads and our bodies, 3D printed, and they are fully detailed. And what's nice about these is, one, you get a symmetrical pair. Any pair you order is completely symmetrical. So you have here, this is a pair of wood duck feet, as you can see. Perfectly symmetrical. The same applies to the feet, our standing feet. If you order our standing feet, you'll see that they are pre-drilled, designed for wires up to 12 gauge on something like a wood duck foot, or a mallard foot would be up to 12 gauge. They are moldable, just like a cast foot. You just take a heat gun and heat it up. As a matter of fact, we'll do that. You don't need to heat it up a lot. If it's so hot you can't touch it, then it's too hot. That should be enough, and then you can come in and look. You can take it and mold it however you need. Maybe it wants to go forward. And then you just hold it until it cools, and it will cool in position. Now look at that. And that's all you got to do if you need to mold the foot. Now, as far as painting them, just like the heads, they are quite easy to paint. And what I like to do with my feet, these feet, when I sculpted them, I went through and made the grooves in between the scales just a little bit deeper, so that you could come through, and if you need to antique your foot, some feet, they tend to have a lot of black in the grooves, so you can come through and you just paint the whole foot black. You want to make sure that it gets down into those grooves. Once you've got that done, I like to use a paper towel. Squirt a little lacquer on it, and then I can come along and antique that foot. Now, anyone who's dealt with artificial feet and trying to antique them knows that a lot of times the paint just likes to wipe out of the grooves because the grooves are so shallow, which is exactly why when I created these feet I went back into those grooves and made them a little bit deeper so that it would be harder to actually wipe it out. Look at that. Now this is going to be a wood duck foot, and with wood ducks I like to use diarylide yellow, black, and brown. So the next thing I'll go ahead and do is our base coat, yellow. Another thing I'll do, if you ever look on a wood duck's, the bottom of his pad, there's a lot of flesh tones in the pads. So I'll come in and I'll put some flesh tone on the bottom. And at this point, I usually like to go ahead and use a coat of sealant. This Mod Podge matte clear acrylic sealer, and just like with the heads, you're not trying to get a thick coat, you just want enough that it will help the paint stick and seal. And look at the color in just one layer already. Now we come back, use some brown, start painting the webs, and you can go ahead and go over the pads as well. Come back with some black, darken it up just a little bit. And then by the time I'm done with that, I'll come back with another coat of yellow. Just really give it a nice, rich, deep tone. Hit it with the sealer. Then we'll come back, And this time I don't want it to be thick. So I'll kind of knock off a little bit on the edge there, and then I want to go ahead and just kind of darken my joints. Then I can come over here, start darkening up back side of the leg. Use a little black, really start darkening it up. And I like to come back with a little black. Not a lot, just a little touch. Hit my toenails. And then we'll go ahead and hit it with the sealer again. Now, right after I've hit it with the sealer, while it's still a little sticky, I'll come back and hit these nails again. Really make sure that powder sticks to the nails. And that's pretty much it. That's you a good commercial grade wood duck paint job right there. Alright, thank y'all for watching, and we'll see y'all next time.